All right, I'm picking up here with number 9 on the practice test 21A for 7th grade math. Number 9 says, find the surface area of this prism. Dimensions are in inches. Okay, so we're doing surface area. So that's the area of this triangle and the back triangle. The area of this side, the area of the back side, and the area of the base. So the first thing I'm going to do is the triangles. And for the triangles, we have 1/2 base times height for the area. So the base is 4, the height is 3, and it's 1/2 of that, so that's divided by 2. But we have 2 of those, so I'm going to multiply it by 2. These cross out, and I really just get 4 times 3, which is 12. And dimensions are in inches, so 12 inches squared. Now, I'm going to do the back side next. And I know that this is 3 for one dimension, and then it's 2 across. This is 2 as well. So 3 times 2 for that one. And that is 6 inches squared. And then I have the base. So the base of this is 4 times 2. Imagine that rectangle down there. So 4 times 2 is 8 inches squared. And then the last thing that I have to do is the 5 times 2 to get this front side here. So 5 times 2 equals 10 inches squared. So this is the front and back triangle. This is the back side. This is the base. This is the front side rectangle. So when I add these up, I have 12 plus 6 is 18, plus 8 is 26, plus 10 is 36 inches squared, and that's the surface area. All right, let's do number 10. We're supposed to find the volume of the cylinder. I'm going to move this in again. I hope it doesn't make you guys sick when I move that back and forth. So we need the volume of the cylinder. We know that the diameter of this circle is 6 centimeters. So to find the area of the circle is it's pi r squared. That's area, right? Then we have to take the area of the circle times the length of this, 10. So 3.14 times, if the diameter is 6, the radius is 3, so 3 squared, and then we're going to take that times 10. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and do these two and get 31.4, and then I'm going to do this and get 3 squared is 9, so 31.4 times 9. 9 times 4 is 36. Carry the 3. 9 times 1 is 9, plus 3 is 12. Oops, I have one more here. Carry the 1. 9 times 3 is 27, plus 1 is 28. I'm sorry, that was a crazy little thing that I just did. And then I have 1 digit to the right of the decimal, so 282.6 centimeters cubed. When we do volume, always make sure you cube whatever unit of measure you're doing. All right, so number 10 is 282.6 centimeters cubed. Number 11, these two triangles are similar. Find x. Okay, so on the similar triangles, this side is similar to this side, and this side is similar to this side. You can set it up a couple of different ways, but I'm going to do a proportion where 8 is to 12 as 6 is to x. So 8 over 12 equals 6 over x. Cross multiply this. We get 8x equals 72. Divide both sides by 8. X equals 9. And that is our answer. There's no unit of measure, so 9 will work. Number 12. 12 says find the measure of angle BOC in this figure. All right, so we can notice that AOC equals 90 degrees. BOC is 2x and AOB is 3x. So we have 2x plus 3x equals 90 degrees. So this is 5x equals 90 degrees. Divide both sides by 5, and we get x equals 5 goes into 9 one time with 4 left over, 5 goes into 40 8 times. X is 18 degrees. Now, we're not just solving for x, we need this angle BOC. That's 2 times x. So we need to know what 2x is. So 18 times 2 is 36 degrees. So this is our answer. All right, number 13. Number 13 says, arrange in order from least to greatest, 3 squared, the square root of 3, and -3. All right, well, first of all, we know that this one is our least because it's our only negative. So -3. The square root of 3 falls between the square root of 1 and the square root of 4. This is 1 and this is 2, so that's going to be the next one. And then we have, so we've done this one and we've done this one. 3 is smaller than 9, so we're going to put that one next, and then 3 squared will be last. So that's in order from least to greatest. So this is A, and then B says, which of the numbers in part A is irrational? Well, it's this one. When we have a number that is under the radical symbol that is not a perfect square, it's always an irrational number. So the answer to B is the square root of 3. Number 14 says, if John flips a fair coin twice, what is the chance the coin will land heads up twice? Well, the first flip is 1 out of 2, or 1/2, and the second flip is 1/2. So if you multiply that out, you get 1/4. But they're asking us for chance, not probability. So if we turn this into a percent, we get 25%. All right, number 15. It says, which of these numbers is between 7 and 9? So it's talking about the square root of 8, square root of 79, or the cube root of 64. All right, so let's think about square roots. The square root of 8 is going to fall between 2 and 3. So that one's out. We know that's not even a possibility. So we have to think about this one. So we have the square root of 79. Think about what is on either side of that. On this side, we have the square root of 81, which is 9. And on this side, we have the square root of 64, which is 8. So it falls in between 8 and 9, right? And so it would definitely fall between 7 and 9. So B is our answer. So 15 is B. All right, number 16. Let's see if we have enough room left on this piece of paper. We have 3x minus 12 plus x equals 24. All right, we're going to combine like terms for this one. And to do that, I'm going to use 2 different color pens so we can see which terms are alike. All right, so first I'm going to underline all of my x's with blue. And then I'm going to underline all of just my regular numbers with green. All right, so what I want to do is I want to combine my x's. So when I combine the 3x and the x, since this is positive, I'm just going to add 3x plus 1x is 4x. All right, so I have 4x minus 12 on this side of the equal sign and 24 over here. Somehow I want to get these two together. I'm going to use an inverse operation and add 12 to both sides. So when I do that, I end up with 4x equals 36. Now I'm going to divide both sides by 4, and I will get, I'm going to move over to the side here, x equals 36 divided by 4 is 9. And that's my answer for number 16. All right, let me get a clean sheet of paper here, and we will do number 17. Okay, so number 17 says 20 over W equals 45 over 3.6. We can use cross products for this and get 45W equals 20 times 3.6 is 2 times 6 is 12. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 1 is 7. I have one digit to the right of the decimal, so it's 72. If I divide both sides by 45, then W equals 72 divided by 45. Now, 45 goes into 72 once. Why don't we go ahead and just divide it out like this, because this 3.6 gives me the clue that they're wanting a decimal number. So 45 into 72 goes one time. $45 goes into 270. Let's see. 90. 6 times. 6 times 5 is 30. 6 times 4 is 24, plus 3 is 27. So W equals 1.6. All right, let's do number 18. Number 18 says 2xy times 6x squared over 3x squared y. All right, for this one, let's do numerator first. We can do it a couple of ways. So I think what we'll do is multiply the 6 times the 2, and that's 12. Now I'm going to list out all of my factors here. So I've got an x here, and since I want to do them in order, I'm going to go ahead and put these two x's. So these are all multiplied times each other, and then I have a y. And then on the denominator, I have a 3, then I have x times y. All right, these x's, let's see, let me use a different color so you can tell what I'm doing. This x and this x cross out, this x and this x cross out. 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 12 4 times. All right, so what I'm left with is 4xy. Oh, I didn't cross out my y's. All right, so on the denominator, I'm just left with a 1, and on the numerator, I'm left with 4x. So my answer is 4x. All right, number 19. Number 19 says 3 squared plus -2 cubed. All right, give that a minute to focus again. 3 squared is 9. -2 cubed, that's -2 times -2, which is 4, times -2 is -8. 9 plus a -8 is the same thing as 9 minus 8, which equals 1. Number 20 says -18 minus -2 times -3 all over -2 plus -2 minus +4. All right, so let's break this one down. We're going to do our multiplication here first. So we have -18 minus -2 times -3 is a +6. All right, so that's what we have in our numerator. And then on the denominator, we have -2 plus a -2. That makes -4 minus a +4. -4 minus 4 is -8. I still need to simplify the numerator. -18 minus 6 is -24 divided by -8, and that equals 3. Negative divided by negative is positive. 24 divided by 8 is 3. Okay, so that is all of the test. I am so sorry that I ended up having to do this in several videos. Seems like every time I started the video, I got interrupted. And so I'm glad that it's finally all complete. If you have questions, I'll try to check Google Classroom this evening, or you can email me. Have a great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.